Alright, hey guys, good to be back with you. Hope you've had some time to practice. I feel like you probably have, so you should be practicing. And you also should be listening to a lot of music, particularly listen to the kind of music that you want to learn to play. So the more you can listen to music like this, I highly recommend listening to Doc Watson. That'll make you a great guitar player. Listen to that as much as you can. And then practice all this stuff. We're going to try to cram a lot into today's lesson. Hope you don't mind the chickens that'll be peeping at you. In fact, this song mentions chickens. Well, Pa caught a chicken, flew upstairs, goodbye, goodbye. Pa caught a chicken, flew upstairs, goodbye, Liza Jane. Oh, how loved her, ain't it a shame? Oh, how loved her, goodbye, Liza Jane. Well, chase that rabbit, chase that squirrel, goodbye, goodbye. Chase that rabbit, chase that squirrel all around the world. Oh, how loved her, ain't it a shame? Oh, how loved her, goodbye, Liza Jane. Alright, so that's a little bit of Goodbye Liza Jane. Now there's a lot of Liza Janes, and they all sound a little bit different, but a little bit the same. But this is Goodbye Liza Jane, that is the way that Bob Wills played it. Bob Wills is a big fiddler down in Texas, and he put together, he was popularized something called Texas Swing, which kind of had a swing influence, but also sort of a string band, fiddle and banjo kind of brought those sounds together, and he was able to pick out just some of the best musicians and get them out there, and had a really big influence. He was a hugely popular musician, and it's its own genre. People recognize today just in the same way. The bluegrass is a genre, and they came out about the same time. So, anyways, he's fun to listen to. I'll share a little bit of a link to his music, and particularly them playing this song. And they're going to do a lot of fancy stuff because they were really hot pickers, and we're not going to do that today. But like I said, we're going to cram a lot in here, and the things I want to talk about in particular are stuff on your right hand, so I'll try to show that a little bit better. One of the things that I want to impress on you is how fiddling and guitar picking are kind of similar. In fact, I think a lot of the Southern guitar style was really influenced in the fiddle. If you think of the pick being like the bow hand on a bow, in Southern fiddling, a lot of times people start with a down bow. That means they're going down, right? And it's the same way with guitar picking. A lot of guitar pickers, they start on the downbeat, right? Or a downstroke. And some of them play almost nothing but down. That's all down picking. And then there's up picking. Alright? And then there's the kind of alternating back and forth picking. That's what Doc Watson did a lot. So that's just going back and forth. Now, what I'm going to talk about is what is called a bum ditty, and on banjo, this is a real particular thing. bum diddy, bum diddy, bum diddy. And in fiddle, you do it too. Da, 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 da. Well, we're gonna do that today with the pick. So what that sounds like, if you go to the let's go to the E string on the bottom. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna play down, down, up, down, up, down, oop, down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, or bum diddy, bum diddy, bum. And it sounds a little bit monotonous when you do it on one string, but if you put it together in other strings, so let's do did our D scale. So the D scale, if we're not doing the notes, is put together a little tab so you can see exactly what that is. I know this isn't an ideal angle. It's kind of hard to get it all into one screen. Let's see if we can't tilt it a little bit. All right. So, fortunately, you can't really see my right hand. I'm going to move up and play a little bit higher up than I normally would, so you can try to see that. All right. Let's do that again. So you're going to actually start on the 4th string from the bottom, the D string. Makes sense. Starting D. So D chord, remember the D chord. 2nd finger on that string. Or 1st finger, 2nd fret. 3rd finger, 4th fret. Open, next string down. 1st finger on the 2nd fret. And skip a fret. 3rd finger, then go 1st finger on the 2nd fret, then just come right down the next fret up on that string with your 2nd finger. Now do the same thing just in reverse. Speed that up. I need to practice my scales. Sorry. Okay. So, like I was saying, we got that down picking, right? So if we did that with the scale, okay. So now, when we're gonna pick out the tune, we're gonna use the same thing. We're gonna use that da 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 da. You don't have to play it with that. First, I'm gonna play it just down picks. All right. And sometimes you'll hear me. It's a habit. It's hard for me not to do. It's do a little kind of a pickup kind of a note. That comes da 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 right before we actually start the tune. Da, da, da. So that's just a little walk into, and you can do that to either start just playing the chords, da 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 da, or to actually play the notes, da 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 da. Here's the A part, or the B part, the high part, let's call it. remember, you can slow this down if you need to. So if we do the little intro. Da, 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 da. All right, so there's a little bit of that, and make sure, like I said, to go out and listen to it. And also, in terms of we're just going to play the chords of that song, there's some things you might have seen me do when I was doing it. So there's different ways you can do this. I like to play less chords on this than the number of chords you could play, but I like to go just play it straight. So D. Paul got a chicken, flew upstairs, goodbye, goodbye, A. Paul got a chicken and it flew upstairs, goodbye, Liza Jane. So you notice something that I did out of habit. It's just the way I normally play guitar, and so it's also something you should know about, and be like, what is he doing there? He didn't explain that. So sometimes I like to, instead of playing quick chords, and a quick chord would be like that A. Well, it's hard to do those quick ones. So what sometimes old-time guitarists do is, rather than playing more chords or quick little chords, they just play one finger. Or put in a run, like the kind of bass notes that take you between the chords. So in that case, I go da 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 da. So I go. Those are runs, so you can do that. And what I do today, hold down, start with a D. This is a little bit advanced, but just so you know what I'm doing when I do it by accident. Those are the notes for that run. Da, 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 da. And then you can also cram a lot of chords into this one. Da, da, da. Oh, wait, da, da. That's a lot of chord changes. I don't like doing that. That's why I just hang on the D. There's a lot of chord, there's kind of some chord flexibility in that. But anyways, let's just keep that together, alright? And we will do the simple version. Let's play it once through together, okay? And if you feel comfortable doing it, when I do it, do it. Otherwise, just go between the chords. So another trick, just to let you know about that you might see me do or see other people do, is this is playing in D. All right, we're playing the key of D. Instead of actually playing the full G, I'll do that. Now that's not really a G chord, but it can be ambiguous enough to make it work. All right. Well, Pa caught a chicken, flew upstairs. Goodbye, goodbye. Pa caught a chicken, flew upstairs. Goodbye, Liza Jane. Oh, how I loved her, ain't it a shame? Oh, how I loved her. Goodbye, Liza Jane. Well, chase that rabbit, chase that squirrel, goodbye, goodbye. Chase that rabbit, chase that squirrel, goodbye,